God bless you. This is Bishop Johnson, Prophetic House of God International Ministries. Once again, today we're going to be teaching on my book, still my book, Reincarnation or Invading Somebody Else's Body. We're in chapter 5 here, and chapter 5 says, Can spirits invade someone else's body? We're going to be talking about that, okay? Can spirits invade somebody else's body? Yes, they can. Pick this book up at Amazon.com, eBay, Books A Million, Barnes and Nobles. Order your copy today and begin to learn more about what's going on in the reincarnation world. Now, chapter 5 of the book, it speaks on spirits invade someone else's. Can spirits invade someone else's body? Yes, let's talk about it for a few minutes. Number one, there's so much that so many of you don't know about reincarnation. Once again, I tell people I've been here 4 times. I remember every time that I came. Vague memories, okay, but I do remember. I started remembering when I was about 9 years old. It didn't come clear until I was like 31 years old. So it came clear to me exactly what was going on. Things that were not taught to me in church. I can understand it's not really talking about it in the Bible. So it's a topic that you don't want to talk about, something that makes you edgy. But once again, it is, I'm going to iterate this very, very quickly and say it again. It is ordained by God, which is Christ, Jesus, the only living God that you know of anyway. Christ Jesus. Okay, the God that I serve, that's my God, your God. It is ordained by him. He says you perish for the lack of knowledge. Once again, I'll tell you, when I first found out, many years ago, I was shocked. I didn't know what was going on. The Bible didn't talk about this per se. But once again, I know the Bible's been tampered with, and not everything in that Bible is true and correct. So it's kind of like anything you hear about history. It might not be true and correct, just based on events. But once again, we know Jesus is real, and that's that's important to know. But yes, they can die and live their lives through somebody else's body, and it is ordained by God, and they do it every day. I was just in church service this past Sunday, and spirit was in the body of a lady who had died about, it said 3 weeks ago, and he was in there, and hey, I was speaking to him and through the body of somebody. I'm pleased to meet you, sir, and blah blah blah. What do you want? You know what I'm saying? I was told by my grandmother to come see you because I want to go sit in the light. I want to go sit in the light. I want to sit in the light. And I did not send him to the light after he explained to me everything that he had done in his life. I think he was 27 years old. Said that he had murdered like 6 people. And through his time, he said, I didn't know no better. Sincerely, I'm sorry. I would like to sit in the light. And of course, if he sits in the light, he's going to reincarnate. But I'm going to say something really weird here. Really weird here. It's going to blow your mind. Not only, I did not send him to the light because when I begin to speak with them, I have the authority and the ability to send them where I want to send them. And most of you have never heard this. You don't even know what's going on. You don't need to. You need to come see it in person. Watch the videos. I heard the Spirit of God say, don't send him to the light. Send him to sit with the Father. His sins are forgiven. And so 1, 2, 3, bam, he leaves the body. He goes to heaven. He's in heaven. He's sitting with the Father. Now somebody's like, what in the world is he talking about? Come see it for yourself. I mean, I'm not making it up. So come see it for yourself. So, Christ talks about forgiveness and etc. and so on, forgiving your brother, your sister, and etc. and so on. But God he did not burn in hell. He went to heaven. And, I think it's the second one I've ever seen that done when it comes down to, hey, I want to go to the light, 20-something years old, murderer, and, Christ is a forgiver. And just amazing how things work out when it comes down to that. I was shocked too. But like I said, it is what it is. But some of the ones that were in there that did not commit murder, I sent them to the light for them to come back and reincarnate. But the murdering individual, he went home to heaven where you're trying to get. Like, what is he talking about? What are you talking about? God got all kind of people here. Now, especially, in the African American community, I'm pretty much kind of like an outcast because they like resurrection talk, resurrection. Jesus resurrected, the resurrection day, Easter resurrection day. They don't know nothing about nothing. They don't want to know resurrection. So all we know about reincarnation. And most of them been here 10, 12 times. Just ain't got no memory of it. Don't know nothing about nothing. Don't want to know. Don't want to educate yourself on nothing. It is what it is. But there's lots of other nationalities out there the same way. It's not just African American community. Got something to say about everything before they even try to test a theory about what's going on and question you, ask certain questions and see it for themselves. And even some of them see it for themselves and still don't believe it. It is what it is. I just do my job and go on. I'm well taken care of by doing that. Okay. So when they leave their body, once again, I said this before, they are allowed and they live their lives through the bodies of people for years and years and years. And most of them are not going to never come out that body. They're going to wait till that body die off, and then they're going to go to another body. They're living that body for years and years and years. That body die off, and they go to another body. And the same thing that happened to the person body that they're in, they die off and they go do the same thing. Unless God take them into heaven or they go to the light. Most of the time, it's not really possible to go to the light unless you're dealing with someone like myself with my ability. And I'm not the only one that has the ability to send them to the light. I've not really met anyone else. One other individual that I trained, he had the gift and I trained him how to use it. But once again, that's what happens. You die, you jump in bodies over and over and over and over and over. Unless you go sit in the light some type of way, you get there and you're able to reincarnate. But you just do it over and over and over and over again. And you can feel, taste, hear, touch, whatever they're feeling, you can feel as well. That's one of the reasons I tell you, if an alcoholic, if he dies or she dies of alcohol, they want to get in the body. 9 times out of 10, that person body, they ain't gonna crave a drink. Don't mean they're gonna drink though. They can have a strong will and fight the spirit. And once they fight that spirit for so long, that spirit can jump out that body and find a weaker vessel that it can manipulate into drinking, okay? Or doing drugs. Or like I told you, if a male jumps into a female, he was a male when he died. And guess what? He liked women. So he's going to jump to a female body, and she's going to begin to like women. And you're going to call her a bad name and etc. She's this, she's that. But really, it's not her. It's the spirit of the guy that died that's in their body, guiding them, leading them, and directing them if they're weak. Okay, if they're weak, I've seen them jump in bodies they couldn't control. They got out that body, went to a body that they could control. I've seen them have control of 3-year-old kids, 5-year-old kids, talking all through the body. And I've seen them on YouTube, and y'all see it too. And you just think that's just their past life. The spirit of the person that died, they're talking through that body. I'm their worst nightmare because they know when I come, I know exactly what they're doing. They don't want me there. They don't want me around. They're like, they freeze when I come around because I'm the judgment. They freeze. Like, oh God, here he is. Oh God, don't move. And some of them try to get hostile. Some of them get smart. I'm saying to myself, you just let on exactly what I was thinking anyway. And some of them, I don't see them all. And some of them, they open their big mouth. So I hope they're listening. Open their big mouth. Sometimes I don't even see them because I'm not God. He gives me the ability. I only person would know that everything about all that is him. He gives me a good mindset for a good spiritual discernment for it. About 95% of the time I can see him and know exactly what's going on. I met a guy the other day. I did some work for me. I looked at him. I said, boy, that's a drug addict. And later on, before he finished the job, he just started talking about how he used to be on drugs. And I was on drugs this and drugs that and drugs this and drugs that. I can see that he was still struggling with the dope thing. So I'm like, wow, I'm going to pray for you. Of course, I said that to myself because I don't run around just saying, telling people, let me pray for you. I see this and that. It's not what I do. But once again, all you're going to do is jump body to body to body to body and pray you don't meet me. And if you do, you got to pray that you're nice to me and I'm nice to you. That I see a significance for you to be in that body. Because if I think that you're hurting that body, I'm going to send you to the light or to hell. You don't want to go to hell. It's according to how you address me and according to what you've done. Somebody's saying right now, what's he talking about? I've been doing stuff for years. Come see it. Study the video. Study my videos. Come check things out. Get yourself in order. Same thing if they died with herpes. If they died with AIDS and HIV. Guess what? Possibility your body could take on what they died of because that thing is still attached to their spirit. I've seen people die of heart attacks, jump in bodies. Guess what? The person body they was in, they were trying to have heart attacks, or they did have heart attacks. They could be in a healthy person. They could have a heart attacks. So most of your the time y'all think there's something really wrong with y'all, ain't nothing wrong with you. That spirit in that body died of that symptom, died of that situation. Lupus and fibromyalgia and AIDS, HIV, head. You could be having headaches, chest pain, stomach problem, acid reflux. Don't mean you have it. If you got it, the doctor saw it. It's not really you, or they can't find out what's wrong with you. You might want to email me at bishopjohnson777, that's 4 sevens, at gmail.com, so that you can figure out what's going on. He said, you perish for the lack of knowledge. You just don't think God sent people like myself here, but he does. I look into every avenue about what's going on here. I'm not going to talk a great deal about this subject right here, but once again, we'll be back with chapter 6 this week, and today's chapter 5. Chapter 5, can spirits invade someone else's body? Yes. They do it every day, all day. While you sleep, they can jump in you. If your doors are open, if you don't have strong enough light in you, they can jump in and out, and try to get you to do what they want you to do from what they want. Walk all night. One lady said she felt like this kid was inside her. He was 18 years old. She said she just felt like doing kid stuff. She didn't know why she wanted to do kid stuff, teenager stuff, until I pulled him up and got him out. Now she understood why she wanted to do kid stuff. She had not a care in the world, she said, just like a kid. When I got it out, bam, things went back to normal. Well, listen, God bless you. Until next time, share the video. Thank you.